Hi, I'm Nikita Polikoff, and this is Russ Camp, brought to you by GrapeCity PowerTools.
Hey Jay, how you doing?
Pretty good, Russ.
We are ready to embark on our weekend journey to Jacksonville. Jacksonville, it's a great code camp, isn't it, usually?
Actually, this is my first time.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you're gonna love it, man. These guys know how to do it. To my surprise, I did not know that you are a spread component user.
Yes, a company I worked for a few years ago, we took the spread component and set out to use it the way you're supposed to use it, the ASP.NET one, and essentially we set out to kind of build a spreadsheet-like, Excel-like experience on the web.
Yeah.
And what we ended up doing was allowing our end users to upload spreadsheets, and we use Spread as the total back-end engine for doing calculations and everything, because we would kind of let the user enter in a few numbers, and we were actually needing the calculations, so we could actually let Spread kind of be the go-between on all that, which was really cool.
What town are we in, and what event are you at?
Florida.
Yeah.
The Hurricane Irene is just passing up to the left of us.
Yeah, I've seen you present many times now over the years, and I gotta tell you, man, I love your sessions. They are great. You are an excellent, excellent presenter.
Well, you know, so I do subscribe to the philosophy that, you know, being technical and giving good insight is important, but entertainment is a very important pillar to presenting. And if you don't get the entertainment and the ability to kind of cut the tense nature of technical material with humor, that you're not going to be as effective as you could be if you embrace the entertainment pillar of presenting.
Well, that's what I always say. It's entertainment, enlightenment, and education, right? All together.
If you have fun, they're going to have fun. If they're going to have fun, they're going to learn more.
We've got JAX Doug, our Jacksonville.NET user group. We focus on Microsoft technologies only. We have a meeting every month. It's the first Wednesday of the month, and our objective is to focus on building community speakers to really speak at this thing at the end of the year. This is kind of like the end of the year event.
So about how many people are here today?
Well, we had 436 people register.
Wow.
So I think based off the shirts that we have and the material that we printed up, we're probably about 300, maybe just over 300.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, wow, cool. I've heard a lot about these things.
I know you got some southern roots, so I will point out a very special recipe in here for you. Dev Fish's smoked mullet spread.
I love smoked mullet. We're having code camp today.
Who's the lead sled dog on the code camp?
Well, I would like to say that it's me.
But we really know it's Brandy.
Exactly.
Who's the number 2 lead sled dog on the code camp?
That would be me then.
All right.
I would be number 2.
My name is Brandy Kirby. I work with S&I Technology. I've been a technical recruiter for about 9 years, and I have chaired Code Camp here in Jacksonville for the past 4.
Oh, chaired is understatement, I think. Boy, you have done an incredible job. A number of years running, haven't you now? How many?
This
long
is
have you
my
been doing
fourth year. Yep.
Now, I understand some of the proceeds that you've been getting from sponsors and so forth, and folks are going toward a good cause here. Is that true?
Yes, absolutely. So we do, we are able to have these types of events because of the local community and the people who sponsor the event, and then any monies that are left over after the costs of the events are covered, we donate to Wolfson's Children's Hospital, which is a local nonprofit hospital specializing in pediatric care.
Well, that's great. Well, GrapeCity is very happy to be a sponsor here, and I tell you, it's a great, great community event.
I was working on a small research engagement, and we were able to use some of the charting controls to show data as it was flowing over time, a 3D spline control actually to be exact.
This is with the spread component, right?
Yeah, that's the spread component. So there's a chart showing some data in the 3-dimensional way that was a lot more interesting. Well, while I was looking at that, I actually saw one of the other controls in a spread suite using chart alongside one of the graphs. So it actually gave me a new idea for even something I was able to propose to a client that I didn't think about before because of the way it was demonstrated. It was really nice to see that. And we were able to integrate that as well and show that to the client with great success. So
yeah, that was cool. And they were actually pointing that out here. Why don't you hold this up right there? That's not a bad advertisement there, huh?
That's not actually a bad advertisement. We got Russ over here.
Oh yeah, baby, that's it right there.
So what we were looking at was one of the charting controls, as you see on the right.
Yeah.
And I saw next to it when I was looking through some of the reviews, as I saw the table with individual charts for each line item, and that gave me another idea that we could use for our client, and we impressed them, and they were really happy with the work that we've done. And that was all, went in there and checked out some controls.
Yeah, so that was like you were saying, you can see the bars, but then you can see the details, like for each day of the week, for example. Right
Yeah,
next
so if
to
you look at our top
sales.
ranking and the number, well, that tells you one story. What we're able to do is actually tell a story over time. So somebody being the number one on a list, without seeing the chart that just literally jumped up today, you're not able to see that, while number two has been a solid number two for a while.
Yeah.
And we're able to show that now with that date, with this new control, and it just gave us a great idea, again, to tell a better story with our software to our client. We got a brand new session now that I'm going to be talking about. You can see it in Tallahassee Code Camp coming up. It's going to be called the Design Language of Windows Phone and Windows 8. It's going to be basically a session about the design language of the Windows ecosystem moving forward. The next session I'm doing in about half an hour here is actually on SketchFlow. So it's a session I do a lot at code camps and user groups, and it's a favorite because developers can showcase what the application can do without writing code.
So we're at the Jacksonville Code Camp. What do you think of this Code Camp here today?
I love it. I mean, I've done every one of these except for the very first one.
Yeah.
And so this is about my 5th, 6th year, however long we've been doing this.
Now, did you do a talk here today? Are you doing one?
Yes, I've already done my session. I did one on administering Link server using PowerShell.
Our name is Critical Path Training. You can get all this stuff on our website, but we do all kinds of training around SharePoint. So from a developer to an IT pro, to an end user, to people who use SharePoint Designer or even web designers. We do the whole thing. I'm doing a session on Silverlight, MVVM, and SharePoint, putting them all together. A lot of people think you can't do MVVM and Silverlight in SharePoint, so I'm going to try and debunk the myth and show some people some little tips and tricks and stuff.
So what do you think? Look at that magazine ad. Pull it up there. Show everybody there.
Oh, check this out, the Russ
Isn't
Camp.
that great? A little higher, a little higher. There we go. You
Oh,
got the Russ Camp in MSDN magazine. Can
I
you
like
believe that?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Very cool, the latest issue. Very cool, man.
This episode of Russ Camp is brought to you by Active Reports from GrapeCity PowerTools. Active Reports from GrapeCity PowerTools makes reporting on your data fast, easy, and just the way you want it. Our flexible event-driven API gives your developer the freedom to control and customize every aspect of your Active Reports solution, allowing you and your end users to create your reports on the fly. Fast, simple, perfect. Visit us at gcpowertools.com and download a free trial of Active Reports. Go to gvtv.gcpowertools.com, your online source for developer news. Plus, follow us on Twitter and Facebook.